Hey guys, Janelle here with Tickled Pink Studio blog today, and I want to teach you guys how to turn cutting files into digital elements. Cutting files are something that I'm seeing more and more pop up in digital scrapbooking, and they're used with silhouette machines, or I believe the newest Cricut even has the capability to cut with them, and you can use the cutting files to create paper cutouts so that you can use them in your hybrid layouts. And I don't have a cutting machine, so that's not something that's really beneficial to me, but I still really like some of the cutting files, so I decided to try and find a way to make those usable for myself and other digital scrapbookers, and I want to teach you guys today what I learned. Okay, we're going to go ahead and open up the cut file that she's given us. And actually the cut file is right here. It's the SVG. That's the actual format that you need to work with your cutting machines. She's also given us a PNG, and that's the one that I'm going to open. So I'm going to go ahead and open that up. And this is a picture of everything that you would be able to use on your Silhouette or your Cricut, but since I don't have one of those, I'm going to take these, and the first thing I want to show you how to do is how to turn them into digital stamps. So grab your rectangular marquee tool, and then all you want to do is highlight or select around one element at a time. And once you've done that, go up to Edit and Define Brush Preset. Now you can label it if you want. I'm going to go ahead and call this Happy and say OK, and then deselect that by clicking inside your marching ants there. Let's see, I'm going to go ahead and do this one next. Using my rectangular marquee, go to Edit, Define Brush Preset, and I'm just going to name it Remember This Day. And again, deselect by clicking inside. You know, I don't think I need to do all these because I'm pretty sure you'll get the picture here, but I'm going to go ahead and do this Oh Hello. I think that one's really fun. Edit, Define Brush Preset, and name it Oh Hello. And let's go ahead and do this dream one. Once again, selecting with your marquee tool, clicking on Edit, and Define Brush Preset. This one is called Dream. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and open up a new document. And then I'm going to go to my brushes. You can either click on your brush tool or push the B button to get you there. And then if you scroll down to the bottom, you'll see the brushes that you've just created. Let's go ahead and do this Oh Hello here. And you can choose your color. Let's see. Well, actually I like that color. I'm going to stick with that. And you can just brush away, which is kind of fun. And if you push the left bracket, you can make it smaller. The right bracket will make it larger. And stamp away. So that's kind of fun that you can take that digital, or excuse me, those cut files and turn them into digital elements or stamps that you can use on your pages. I'm going to go ahead and show you one more thing here. See, we'll just go ahead and stamp all these out so you can see them. There we go. Cool. So now you can take these black and white cut files and turn them into digital brushes that you can use in any color you want. You can pick up a color from a layout using your eyedropper tool, or you can just choose a color that you like. I'm going to go ahead and close this down. And the next thing that I'm going to show you, I'll get rid of my marching ants here, is actually to create these as a PNG individual element so that you could use them anytime in any layout without having to pull up your brushes. So again, I'm going to use my rectangular marquee tool, and you can get there by clicking that or pushing the M key on your keyboard. I'm going to go ahead and select this layer, and this time what I'm going to do is create a copy. So I can do Control J once it's selected, and I'm going to turn off my background layer here. I really like this Happy. I think it's something that I could use in a lot of layouts, so it's an element that I want to go ahead and create for myself. Now, I don't want to save this whole page with this element up here in the corner. So I'm going to go up to Image and say Trim, and then you can say Transparent Pixels and OK. And that will trim it down to just the right size of just your element so you don't have that whole document with your element in the top corner there. Now what I'm going to do is Save As, and I'm going to change this to a PNG, and we'll just call it Happy and say OK. Now if I create a new document, I can place that happy sticker anywhere I want on my document, and it's its own layer. And then, something that would be kind of fun, you can still change colors when you have these in PNG. If you double click on your layer, let's move this out of the way so you can see this right here. You can go to Color Overlay and select your color. If you don't like the red, that is the default. Go ahead and click on it, and you can change it to any color you want, pull it from a layout, anything. These are just the ones that I have in my swatches, and say OK and OK. And one thing that I think is kind of fun too is to give it kind of a sticker effect. So I'm going to go back in here, we'll add a stroke to it. And you know what, I'm going to turn off my background here so you can see it a little better. Get back into my styles palette. So at this bottom right here is stroke. It may not be on the bottom, it depends on what version of Photoshop you're using, but I'm in CS5 and that's where it is for me. Now you can see I've got a little teeny stroke right here. I'm going to amp that up a little bit until it's all filled in. And I'm actually going to change the color. I don't want that. Let's see. Let's find me a really light white there. There we go. Say OK and OK. And now you have a fun little sticker that you've created out of your cut file. And you could actually do this with the brush as well. The only thing I don't like about the brushes is you have to create a new layer for every time you brush if you want to be able to do this with just one element. So it's kind of nice to have the PNG that you can edit and do that way. And then if I wanted to add a drop shadow to it, I have a whole bunch of preset styles that I use. And in order for me to not lose what I've already gotten, I just hold down my Shift key and select my drop shadow. And let's turn that paper on there so you can see it a little better. And because my stroke is so big, none of my drop shadows are wanting to show up right now, of course. There we go, there's one. Let's turn off my... Okay, so there you go. Now you know how to take a cut file and turn it into either a brush or a PNG element and make it into a sticker. So hopefully that's something that you can use, and you'll find cutting files actually are a valuable part of your stash. Hope you learned something new, and we'll see you again next time.